I haven't checked the oil in the car for a couple of months, I think, and I just did a quick check. It doesn't actually appear to have any oil. Oops. Anyway, so I bought some. I have bought Castrol 0W40. Apparently that's what you need. Right, let's put that in, and what I'm going to do is talk about gearboxes. Okay, so we've got oil now, which is a good start. I'm not sure what happened there, but maybe don't leave it a couple of months before you check your oil. What I wanted to do today was talk about gearboxes, because before I bought this car, I've always had automatic gearboxes, mainly paddle shift gearboxes. And I love them. I love paddle shift gearboxes. I absolutely love them. But the moment I bought my Golf GTI with a DSG gearbox, I thought I'd never go back to a manual again, because that gearbox is sublime. It is so good. The shifts are so quick. They're so instantaneous. They're so smooth. It's brilliant. It's like you've added 30, 40 horsepower to the car just because of the speed of the shift. So for me, it was a real dilemma to buy this car knowing I couldn't get it with a paddle shift gearbox. I was close to buying like a Golf R or something, because I thought then I can at least get my paddle shift. You know, there's dual clutch gearboxes to die for. And so to buy the Ford was a big decision for me. I know it may sound weird to some people because it's just obvious that this has got to be a manual, but it wasn't for me. I really just had this, and I do have a passion for paddle shift gearboxes. I even drove a Ferrari 458 the other day, and I've always said that the paddle shift in my 360 is not brilliant by any stretch of the imagination, because it's single clutch gearbox. But you know, when you're blipping down the throttle coming into a roundabout, the sound is immense. But I recently tried, and I like that sort of like mechanical feel that you get with those single clutch gearboxes. But then I tried this Ferrari 458 with a double clutch gearbox. Oh my god, it's like a completely different level. It's mental. What an amazing gearbox. It's just perfect. It's just the most perfect gearbox ever. But it suits the car. Because the big question I've been asking myself is, do I regret now shifting to manual, and am I missing the DSG gearbox? And the answer is no. I'm definitely not missing the DSG gearbox at all. And I've been trying to work out why. I mean, I was really adamant that I really didn't want a manual. It was going to be such a problem, and it hasn't been a problem at all. And the reason is it's taken me a while to work it out, but it's quite simple. In the Golf, the gearbox suited the Golf. It's an easy car to drive, it's an easy car to live with. The gearbox suits it. It's a smooth car. It's a car where if you take it on a track, you're going to try and do your best lap times, and you're going to be as smooth as possible. This is not that sort of car. This is a completely different animal, because this is the sort of car that you sort of hustle around a corner. You know, you try and slide it a bit round a roundabout. It's a bit of a brutish car, and having this gearbox, which you have to really wrestle, it's all part of the experience. It wouldn't be the same with a paddle shift. It would be a bit too easy, and we don't want easy. We want it to be a challenge. We want to feel like we're getting in and driving this car. You know, you have to go and you floor it, and you give it a good third, fourth. There's such satisfaction in that. And I think what's really amazing with this car is that this gearbox is so good, because I've driven some other cars recently. I drove a Seat Leon, I was driving this normal Ford Focus, and the gearboxes are fine, but they're just a bit rubbery. You know, they just don't, you can feel it going into the gear, but it's not precise. Whilst this, you know, it sort of clunks into place. It's really, you know, just, got some real meat behind it. And I think that's the key. The key is that this car is a car that you throw around, you hustle around, you really throw it around. This isn't a car for lap times. This is a car for fun. And this little thing here adds to the fun. And without it, the car would be lacking. It needs that. And I think if Ford offer, which I hear they might do, a dual clutch gearbox, don't buy it. and I love dual clutch gearboxes with a passion. I love them. They're brilliant. They're so good. But for this car, it's the wrong gearbox. This needs a manual. This needs a manual where you can really have some serious fun, because it's a joy to use. This gearbox is just a pleasure. Maybe it hasn't got the precision that like a Honda Civic Type R would have, but it's bloody damn close and it's bloody damn good. So there you go. I'm not missing my DSG gearbox. I don't want it back. This is the gearbox from heaven. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe. Always helps for the motivation. These things take hours sometimes to put together. But I hope you like it. Got lots more coming about this car and some others as well. Just eyeing up another purchase at the moment, which is quite interesting. Anyway, so subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.